Hello, beautiful friends. It's Erika here to do the energy forecast for the upcoming week from May 13th through the 19th, 2019. I want to welcome all of you guys to my channel. For all of you guys that are brand new, I'm so glad you're here. For those of you that are returning and subscribing and liking, commenting, and sharing, I appreciate each and every one of you, and I'm so glad for all the feedback you've been sending in about the videos. And what a last, 8 or 9 days, 10 days we've had here in the energies. And it's just building and building up to the Scorpio full moon. I feel it in my bones. There's just some massive, there's just big shifts. I'm getting this energy of like a huge freighter that is being turned. Like it's had this momentum and all of a sudden it's getting like turned to go into port. It's just this huge energy. So I know many of you guys have been writing in about your experiences you've been having with your person and how things are developing and the conversations you're having. And I appreciate you guys doing that because it helps to really give others just, a sense that there are things that are happening. And again, this is a collective reading. It's not specific for you individually. However, when it's resonating for you, that's Spirit's way of knowing that you're on this path. It may not happen for you tomorrow. It may not happen for you at the Scorpio full moon. But if this is resonating at the core of your being, this is within your vibrational vicinity. Okay, so with that, I want to get started. We're going to pull an overall energy here for the masculine this week and the feminine this week. So first is, what is the overall energy for the masculine this week? And what did I just say? Expect powerful change. The new moon eclipse. Like I said, it's this freighter that's been on this journey, massive freighter going across the ocean to a different continent, and it's suddenly making a turn to be able to come into port. So there's big change brewing this week for the divine masculine. And this isn't just, hey, there might be powerful change. This card says expect powerful change. And that's going to look different for each of you, but that's a beautiful energy. Let's get a card for the divine feminine for this week. What's her theme for this week? Communication is key. And what did I say, guys? I started this reading before I pulled any cards talking about the change, the big change that's happening, and the communication that you guys have been having. So this is definitely, there could be some shift in the communication this week between you and your person. It's like there's this, it's I'm just getting drawn to this card very much in particular. It's almost like there's going to be a magic revealed. And I say magic meaning new things revealed, things that aren't normally able to be seen from a new perspective. Okay. Normally here we have the moon in front of the sun. It gives us a different perspective of the sun when the moon completely eclipses the sun. And so, like I said, I don't know, the Scorpio full moon is big. All right. So also one of you guys, I got a question I wanted to address. They're asking about the forecast readings versus the regular readings. The forecast readings are intended to be for those of you that actually want to look forward and understand what might be coming through and get a little bit more prepared for what energies are going to be potentially impacting you, what may be coming in that's affecting the two of you energetically, and just understanding how to navigate it. That's why if like there's something that comes in that there might be a surprise, and it's okay. That way when the surprise comes in, it's like, again, to be forewarned is forearmed. So this is for those of you guys that are on it. You guys watch these videos always, and this is a glimpse into what's coming in the next week. It's a little bit more granular for the next week versus like the month ahead. And people just like to see things from a different perspective. Weekly forecast readings may not be everybody's cup of tea, but for those of you guys that are watching them and you appreciate them and you're doing the extendeds, and you've been saying how much they've helped you, I'm really, really, really glad to hear that. So let's get an overall, what's the focus of the Divine Masculine this week? This one wants to come out. Here's the Father of Swords, speaking his truth from a mature place. He's got a wisdom. He could be making some decisions this week, but when we're getting the powerful change with the Father of Swords as his focus for the week, we are getting someone who's ready. Someone who's ready, someone who's clear, someone who's ready to make some changes based in truth. They're not having to figure it out. The Father of Swords has figured it out. Oh my gosh. And for the feminine, we got two cards that jumped out. Her focus this week is the Ace of Wands along with the Seven of Pentacles. Well, here's this new beginning. It's been time. Here's this start, this opportunity this week to see the fruits of your labor. The fruits of your labor, the patience you've had, the focusing on you while you're waiting for this beautiful new baby to be birthed, right? This new life. And here is this passionate new, there's this opportunity for action, and it's also a truth in spirituality. So it's like the spirit, it's a gift. It's a gift. So, okay. Well, the Ace of Wands and the Father of Swords along with the Seven of Pentacles. Let's see what's going on in the outer world for the masculine this week. And I don't read reversals, guys, unless Spirit guides me to. So we've got the Hanged Man, the Daughter of Pentacles, and the Emperor. Nice. Here again is some communication, some decisiveness. When we're getting the Father of Swords along with the Emperor, that's very divine masculine energy. It's leadership, it's structure, it's discipline. It's not overly emotional at all. It's very clear. But there's definitely something here around what I'm getting this energy of is there's this energy of, okay, I'm going to try something new. I'm going to try something different. I may not have done it before. I might be new at this, but I have enough experience to know that this is what I want to do. And sometimes being an emperor means going into uncharted territory. So that is what is happening in his outer world. Let's see what's going on in his inner world. What's going on in the inner world for the Divine Masculine, please? Well, we're getting two. We're getting the Mother of Wands, the Mother of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. Well, certainly some of the masculines could have two ladies in his life. Ladies meaning feminines, divine feminine energy. But there's definitely it's like there's a bit of he's basically winning the battle. This is what I love. That's for very few of you. What I'm feeling overwhelmingly from this was I was feeling this battle between the Mother of Wands and the Mother of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Swords, which is being very logical, very methodical, but then following his passion. And it's like he's no longer going to be deceiving himself. He's no longer going to be deceiving himself. because he knows that his feminine is his truth. He knows that his feminine is magnetic, because his overall focus is the Father of Swords, and here's the Mother of Swords in his inner world. That's a partnership. That's an equal partnership, based in truth. And this coming in under the Hanged Man, this Mother of Wands, this is what he is seeing from the new perspective, is it's time to take action. It's time to take action. It's time to do something, to go towards this feminine who's been there. Let's see what's going on with the divine feminine. I like to see this. So what is the focus? Well, we already got the focus. What is going on in the outer world for the divine feminine? And guys, I am going to be doing an extended version of this, which we're going to get more in depth on what is happening this week in the dynamic between the two. This is focused on the masculine and the feminine. This is a reading in and of itself. And if this is feeling like this is your scenario and you want to get more details on what is happening in the union energies, in the dynamic between them this week, then that is going to be in the extended. And the link is going to be down below. And before I do that, guys, I have to say this because it's okay. Obviously, guys, I know that I have a cord here that you can see in the video. And I bought a new mic and it caused a buzzing sound. And so people were complaining about the buzzing sound. So I'm using this mic. There's no buzzing sound. But yeah, you can see the cord. If this is bothering you and you can't stand watching this cord in my videos, then please go somewhere else. Like, I don't even know what to say to that. Because before, for the first year and a half of my channel, I didn't even use a darn microphone. And it was fine. But because maybe 5 or 6 people complained about the fact they can't hear me very well, I was like, well, let me see if using a mic will be better. I don't know. And if it's something I can't reproduce on my end, guys, I don't know how to help you. Because when I upload my videos, I check them. Can I hear it? Is there volume? I do this before I test it. And if I can hear it on my side and you can't on your side, unfortunately, I wish I could help you, but I just can't. So I remember I got this comment about this cord, and I literally was like, you just can't. Obviously, people they're gonna be frustrated, whatever. And okay, bye. Just had to say that because I'm like, seriously, now you're complaining about a cord? Oh my God. Okay. Don't look then. Just listen. Okay. I tell you, there is that video that I did. I filmed it back in December and I did not put it on the channel, but it's about stuff like that. And I know that because this is a growth journey, right? And this is a growth journey. And what are you focused on? Are you focused on the guidance that's coming through, or are you focused on my cord? Okay. That's some tough love for some of you. And if that makes you uncomfortable, you can click off. That's fine. However, it really is just see that for what it is, okay? All right, let's see what is going on in the outer world for the divine feminine this week. What are the energies in her outer world? We've got the 3 of Swords. That's like 20 cards. Not taking that. This one here. The King of Cups. And one more, please. And the Death card. To me, what this is feeling like, this feels like the energy of certainly a completion of something that has been sad. There may have been some grief around it. Could be around her masculine. To me, this is the death of the past. This is what this feels like, because here's the Death card, the transformation card. Here's this, and this is in the past position. And here's this King of Cups. It's like, you know what? Can we just focus on the present? Can we focus on what's here right now? Yeah, there's potentially been some, we've learned from the past. That's over. and done with. Let's just focus on what's here. So let's see what's going on in her inner world this week. So it does feel like there's something around a transformation of really leaving the past behind. And this is where we're getting the Ace of Wands here, and this communication card. This communication is key, meaning your masculine has been likely having some challenges about coming forward because of the past. Are we going to be able to move forward from what's happened in the past? And so this is why the communication is key, is because it's like you may need to just have that conversation and to let it go. I don't feel like you would be I don't think it's about really dwelling on the past, but I think that it is a factor of what's going on in the outer world. It feels like it's important for the feminine to know that her masculine might be really a little bit concerned about this. So to keep this communication line open, being connected emotionally, not being stoic. What's going on in her inner world? We have the Sun, the World, and the Judgment card. Oh, huge energies, all majors. She's getting 4 out of 6 major arcanas here. The masculine's got 2 out of 6, sorry. So this is the feminine holding the light, containing the light this week. This is the feminine understanding that this is enlightenment. This is what it means to be enlightened. It's about looking at things from a higher perspective. This is about understanding that you are his world. And what's ending is, the past is behind you. So do you want to move forward? And do you want to move forward in alignment with where you're supposed to go? This is beautiful energy here. Beautiful energy for the inside. I mean, look at all this color. This is very vibrant. Here's the Sun card. This represents the divine masculine. This is the happiest card in the tarot deck underneath this grief, this sadness. This was important because of the lessons. This had to happen. Whatever sadness and heartbreak has happened in the past, there were lessons meant to be learned, and they're learned now. They're learned. And the sun is shining on this right now. You've both learned. And I'm getting drawn to the fact that there's 2 owls here on this card, and in there is a crow. And a crow can sometimes be this ominous sign, right? Or at least in some circles, it's kind of an ominous sign of an ending. But from the ending comes the wisdom. The masculine and the feminine have the wisdom that was necessary from this heartbreak, this sadness. That's what's leaving. That's what's gone. Like, no more focusing on the past. What is here in the present? Let's see what's shifting for the masculine this week. What is shifting, please? 3 cards. Okay, that's a lot of cards. I'm going to see what's coming in. They're probably going to tell us a story. Alrighty then. 10 of Wands, 8 of Swords, the Lovers, the 4 of Cups, Justice, and the Chariot. Well, here you go. This is the story. Here is this energy of overwhelm and bearing the responsibility. This is the transformation that's come. You know, this masculine is done being trapped. It's interesting, we're getting the Hanged Man here for him, as well as this 8 of Swords. In this deck, it's a chrysalis. It's a monarch that's just about to burst out of the chrysalis. It's already transformed into the butterfly. Now it's like the pressure is so much. He's breaking through. He's bared the responsibility. He's been a little overwhelmed. But then here's the Lover's card. It's like this partnership is blessed. This decision about love, this deciding what we want from love, what does it mean to us? This is the transformation that's happened. And this is the opportunity. The Four of Cups. You know, no longer is life okay without his feminine. Isn't this interesting how of all these cards, all the color is here in the Lover's card? It's like, this is just like, whoa, like this is the focus. And this is the opportunity. This is the opportunity to make things right. And it's time to take action. With the Chariot. So we're getting the Four of Cups, the Justice card, and the Chariot. This is where he's no longer deceiving himself in his inner world. He knows his truth. He knows she's his truth. And he wants to make it right. Why also the Divine Feminine has the communication on her side over here. So that is what's shifting for the masculine. He's gone from this feeling of bearing the responsibility, being a little bit overwhelmed. The overwhelm burden has forced him to start to break free out of this prison. This prison was necessary, though, for his metamorphosis. He had this jailbreak has been important. And look, here he is bursting out of jail. There it is. He's flying free, flying high above the sky with all this beautiful color. And this is his opportunity. So they're definitely, it feels like the masculines really want to make things right with their feminines. They want to make things right. You know, it may happen in stages. It may happen all at once. All the situations are different. But he definitely has learned through the pressure cooker. And he's transformed. So let's see what is shifting for the Divine Feminine this week. Get 3 cards, please. Or if you're not going to give me them, I will take them. There's 1. 2. And 3. The Two of Pentacles, the Princess of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. There's that communication. Yep. So some of you may be getting some communication about wanting to work together to make things right. Messages back and forth. This is the Princess of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles. This is communication. This is wanting to do something differently, learning some new skills. This is working together. This version of the Two of Pentacles, it's the two of them on the seesaw. They're each holding a pentacle. This is teamwork, in my opinion. This is how this card always comes across for me. Not always. I shouldn't say always. This is what is different about this particular interpretation of the Two of Pentacles. To me, this is about each of them really contributing and both wanting to contribute the pentacle and knowing that it might be a little bit of balancing back and forth. You know, some equal give and take. In order to have fun on a seesaw, you both have to give and you both can take. If one person stays low and strands the other one up high, I mean, that's no fun. It might be fun for the person who's making the person sit up there for a second, but the fun of being on a seesaw is you each contributing. Making things right. Communication. Well, guys, definitely lots of communication messages coming through. Big moves, forward movement. We're getting the Daughter of Pentacles in both of these cards. They're both getting the Page of Pentacles. So here is in what is going on in his outer world is this communication. So when this is in the outer world, this communication is in the outer world, and this is what's happening right now for the feminine is the same energy. You guys are like right there with each other. All right, I'm gonna move on to the extended here in a moment, but I am gonna give you guys, before we leave, some guidance, a guidance card for those of you not continuing on, for how to navigate this week. Okay, I'm gonna use the Romance Angels, but in the extended, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna actually look at the same types of things in the union energies. What's happening in the dynamic between them? What's the theme? What's the primary energy? What's shifting? What's supporting the dynamic between them this week? What's challenging the dynamic? How they're each relating to what's their dynamic is this week, and then the guidance for each. We're going to get a lot more guidance over in the extended. But before we do that, I'm going to pull a guidance card for each from the Romance Angels. First, I'd like to see what is the guidance for the Divine Feminine, please. And these cards pretty much never jump. And here we get, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. That is beautiful. This to me is about the exchange of energy. This is why she's getting this open-hearted energy that came in with this King of Cups. This is about, remember I said not being stoic, not being too logical. Not logical, but not being cold. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Like, no, without a risk, you can't have great reward, right? And it's risky to be open-hearted, but that's what this entire journey has been about. Okay, when it counts the most, are you able to remain open-hearted, Divine Feminine? Let's get the guidance for the Divine Masculine for the week, please. What's your guidance for the masculines? Soulmate. Yep, this is your soulmate. He knows it. He knows it. There's not much more to say about that. But that this is what has propelled this growth. This is what has forced him to deal with the stuff that was not easy to deal with. You know, it's time to break free and to finally show the transformed you, Divine Masculine, because she is your soulmate. It is because of her, and for the feminine, it's because of your masculine, that you have done this growth. You guys triggered that in each other. You woke that up in each other. So, holy cow, guys, this week, I tell you. Well, if you want to join over in the union forecast, the link is down below. And if not, guys, until next time, I want to send you so much love. Bye.